We're live. You're so sweet. All right, hello friends. It's Transition Tuesday.
Oh, shoot, where my specs at? Go ahead.
You look for your glasses. It's Transition Tuesday. We want to come real quick and talk about the myth around soy. Because when you first start transitioning and you're getting into, if you're not cooking and you're buying a lot of the already pre-made, pre-frozen meals, a lot of them are soy-based. And there's a lot of stigmas and myths around soy. And we wanted to just come and make a few clarifications around soy. So what would you like to share about soy?
Well, the first thing about soy is you got to understand that it's a plant, right? Like, so you eating a plant is awesome, right? I also like to say that soy is like the bacon of the vegan lifestyle. Like, you start bringing up soy, everybody thinks of it like it is good, but you know it's bad for you. Like, no, I'm not eating no soy. Like, but it's not really bad for you. So there's different type of elements that's in soy that I think that people are confusing. Somebody says something about the meat industry making up stuff. I don't know. You have to fact check that. I would have to fact check that as well. I just know that there's not enough of whatever they're claiming to be. I want to Google the word, so I might type it in underneath. I'm like that. But the whatever the word is, it's similar to estrogen. It's something else, but it's plant estrogen basically. The amount of that you get from eating soy is you would have to have tons and tons and tons of it and tons of it for you to even get the amount that they're saying that causes breast cancer and all that stuff. So with soy, you have to remember that you want to eat organic soy, right? Soy has been around for thousands of years. I think we even have a video on soy. If not, then I have to upload it. Yes, but I know we have a video that explains about soy that we watched. It's like a movie or something, or a short clip. But however it goes, right? You want to get organic soy. That's what you want to look for. Non-GMO soy is good, perfect. That's what you get. You can consume that. I'm talking about tofu, but anything liquid aminos. That's organic. Like, that's the type of soy that you want to consume and put in your body. If you do consume soy, I do respect it if you don't consume soy. That makes sense too. Like, if you don't want to put that in your body, don't put it in your body. Like, it makes perfect sense to not have that or eat that. But you should just have to be aware that the stuff that they give to the plants, the soy plants that they grow for the animals, that is where the estrogen is. That is where the chemicals are that affect your body. So the meat that you eat, or most people eat, contains soy. And that's where you get most of your soy based from, right there in the meat that you eat. But it's not coming from just eating some tofu or some soy like that.
Correct. Because that comes from the edamame plant.
Right.
And that's totally healthy for you.
Right.
There's no added chemicals.
Right.
Hello. Thanks for joining.
Right.
So yeah, if you're getting the soy that they're giving to the animals, then yeah, you're going through the middle animal. And you can just eliminate going through the middleman. I said middle animal, but eliminating going through the middleman and just having the edamame plant. So like he said, tofu usually comes from the edamame plant.
Might not even make it.
And the liquid aminos, all of that stuff. So there's natural soy, and then there's processed and chemical soy, just like anything else.
Right.
But whether you have either versions, everything in moderation, like anything else that you would eat, whether it's healthy or not, you want to have it in moderation. But we just want to come and talk really quickly about the stigmas and the myths behind it. A lot of men don't want to eat soy because there is a belief that it causes breast because of the estrogen. But like we were explaining, that is the chemical form of soy. It is not the soy that comes from the edamame plants. Go ahead.
So let's just break it down like this, right? When you go plant-based, you eat tofu. And tofu takes on whatever flavor that you want. It's amazing, right? It's a good cooking tool, awesome. Right? So that's what we kind of are referring to. You want to get an organic tofu and go from there. I know there's a lot of stuff that has soy in it and GMOs and stuff like that. So be aware. Read labels, obviously.
Absolutely.
But organic, you go to Trader Joe's, you go to Whole Foods, and you get the organic brand. you're in there. There should be nothing for you to worry about. Now make you some nice tofu scramble. Make you a tofu rib or a chicken nugget or whatever you want to make out of tofu. You can even put it in your stew. It's tofu. It's good for you. It has plenty of protein. It's good for you. You know, I don't want you to feel like that. But when people are saying like it's plastic and it has estrogen in it and it makes you feel a certain type of way, the main thing with that is that's the type that's going into the stock for the texture is awesome. You just gotta. I'm about to tell you a tip on that in 1 second. That's for the animals. The animals eat the soy plant. They make it in abundance for any livestock, and that's what in America we have tons and tons and tons of livestock. So that's what they produce that in abundance for, and that's where some of the research and the information is coming from that. For tofu though, you put it in the freezer. Put it in the refrigerator, let it freeze. It's gonna absorb after you press it a little bit, get the water out. You put it right in the freezer in the same package if you want, you know, or a little plastic container or something like that, so it can hold. And you just leave it in there overnight, 12 hours, however long you want it to be frozen. Take it out, and when it thaws out, it's going to be more dense, and it's going to give you a different kind of texture. And that's how I make my vegan ribs. That's how I make my chicken. If I make some vegan chicken that I bread, I always freeze it so it has a little bit more chewy texture to it. But also with tofu, you can take it, and if you get like the medium, I don't know, there's like firm and there's medium. If you get like the medium one, it's a little softer. I don't get the other one, the softest one. That one is like for yogurt and desserts. Yeah. I don't use that one, but the medium one, you can mix that with like some Vital Wheat or like some chickpeas or some black eyed peas or something like that, and you can create like a veggie burger or like your own type of meat. You know, you just add some more seasonings. Do what you like. Do what makes you happy.
Especially if you're coating it. If you coat it like you would do any kind of meat and fry it, you can't tell. It's not soft at all.
No, extra firm is just tougher. So, like, you just got to think of it like almost like Jell-O and gelatin. It's just different levels of how long they've let it sit and ferment to get to how it gets to. Tofu is a fermented type of product. So it's just how long they let it go through the process. And but it's tougher. It is tougher, but it's not like tough like how we think tough, like leather tough or
it's not tough. I would say like tempeh is tougher.
Yes, and that's another. So that is also I'm glad you said that. So tempeh is the organic tofu as well, or soy, excuse me. So you want to use it. So if you are looking to not consume tofu, and you want to go the organic route and not have to overthink it, tempeh is what you would use.
Tempeh is good too. Yeah. It all depends on how you cook it and the seasonings that you use. Mm-hmm. Just like when you eat meat, like people are not going to eat bland meat or that's not been seasoned. Right. And all seasonings are plants.
Right.
That's literally what you're using to season your food. Mm-hmm. So it's the same with anything you come across that is plant-based. It's not going to taste good if you don't season it and if you don't cook it correctly. Right. That's just basically the bottom line. So give it a try. Let us know what you think. Mm-hmm. And the bottom line is that when you first start transitioning, soy is a perfect go-to if you don't know anything. If you don't know how to cook, if you are not a cooker and you don't want to try the fast food places that are all trying to capitalize on plant-based now. The products in the store that you're going to get that are pre-made, pre-frozen, pre-ready to go are most likely going to be soy based. And it's not bad for you. It's good, like we said, everything in moderation, and it's great for when you're first transitioning. Once you start cooking and you want to start making your own things from scratch, then you have even more options to eliminate the soy if you're not big on the soy. But literally, it's not bad for you if you're getting it in its natural states. Edamame, China, they've been eating it for decades and decades. And if you eat Chinese food, even if you're not vegan or plant-based, a lot of the stuff that they use is from edamame. So
yeah, I mean they put that right on top. They stir fry that up and throw that in there with the beans and all that in there. You're not going wrong with eating that. Alternative wise, jackfruit is a good alternative. You can definitely use jackfruit. You can use mushrooms. I found people being allergic to mushrooms makes it kind of weird to just always use mushrooms, but mushrooms are awesome as a substitute. True. But jackfruit as well, you can use that as a good substitute. There's so many walnut meat. What's the one that's a flower? Hibiscus. hibiscus flowers. Those are awesome.
Those are
Like, there's so many plants that you could turn into like a
banana
type
blossom.
of banana blossom.
Mushrooms.
She's made a video taking a banana skin and making it into bacon. Well, they eat carrot dogs. Like there's so many different options of everything you can have. You're not gonna go wrong, right?
Any kind of
steaks,
beans,
like all types of stuff.
Yeah, any kind of beans you could use to make a meat substitute. But that's if you like to cook and you want to start experimenting. Right. If you don't and you just want to go in the store and buy the brands that you already see, it's all about the brands. Because there's some brands that are just, we don't really advocate for them.
Right.
But there's lots of brands that we like, we enjoy. You still would have to doctor up and season it how you want.
Absolutely.
And find the way that you would cook it, whether you want to saute it, fry it, bake it. You still have to show your food some love.
Absolutely. You gotta season it to how you like it.
Yeah, but it's totally, soy is totally
it will be bland.
safe. We got a question. Have you tried jackfruit? Oh, you already answered that.
That's why I answered that.
Yes, jackfruit. We just had some jackfruit burrito tacos last Tuesday. It is Taco Tuesday. So if you have some tacos, share what you made with us. What brands do you recommend for ground meats? Crumble from Gardein.
Or TVP in general. So you can get TVP and it's textured vegetable protein. Yes, most crumble is that. And you just rehydrate it. That'll be like your best bet to go just to all walnut meat. So like if you're not trying to use anything that is made from the store or put into it, then you use walnut meat.
Yes.
You would just like blend up some walnuts and get busy with it like that. So that is what it is.
Yeah. So the TVP, but if you don't want to rehydrate or do any of that, you can just get Gardein. There's so many brands. We tried our brand today by Alpha.
Oh yeah, Alpha. So we've tried. We're foodies. You
we
can
try
ask about all the brands. Lifelight.
Lifelight's really good.
Yes. What is that? Stop and Shop or ShopRite or whatever. They have a brand. We tried that brand.
Yeah.
The Trader Joe brand. We've tried most of them. The ones that come with seasoning, be careful. Any crumble, anything come with seasoning because your sodium is going to be higher. So you're always going to be aware of that. But rehydrate, you have to add water to it. So it comes dry. The rehydration process for most things, if it's already pre-dried, like mushrooms or something like that, rehydrate. No, redehydrate. Okay. Excuse us on our enunciation. We're just being regular. This is just us.
Redehydrate. Yeah. So if you get the textured vegetable protein, it comes dried.
Yeah.
If you just buy it straight out like that. So a brand that we always get is Bob's Red Mill. It's literally just comes it comes dry.
We met Bob.
So we did meet Bob. So you have to add a little water to it and it'll puff up and then
you want to know a funny story?
Fry it and bake it just like you would. But if you don't want to do that and you never got it like that, you can buy it already hydrated. So that's why we were recommending the brands Gardein, Lifelight, Alpha. Yeah. And then all you're going to do is cook it how you would do any regular ground beef.
Morning Light has a
add it to what you want. Tacos, spaghetti. Make it into a meatloaf. Whatever you want to do with it.
We actually have a 7-day course, right? A course. And we go over all the stuff for the basics of when you first start. We're developing a mastery course too as well. That you can just pick our brain. We have a Facebook group that goes with it. So while it's going on, you can just ask this question for both, for the 7-day challenge and for the 40-day or the 5-week challenge that we have going on. So any of this information,
January
if you didn't get it right now or it's not clear,
join us.
Just join us. The link is in the bio. Just connect with us. And at the beginning of every year, we go through this phase of cleansing ourselves. So we go to like basic eating of foods and vegetables, and we try to just eat mostly alternatives. We are aware of the GMOs and the sugars and the carbs we're putting in our body for 5 weeks out of the year. So
awesome. So we do it at the beginning of every year. So this year we're doing
our 5th year.
January 4th is the official date. You can click the link in our bio and scroll all the way to the bottom and click the 5-week tab to find out more information on it. It's available all year, but to do it with us as a group, we do it every January. And just for accountability and just for sharing information and educating people, it's just fun to do it. And all the rest of the year you can eat whatever you want, but for these days, you just go through, you drink more water, ups your hydration. So by the end of the 5 weeks, you're able to consume a gallon of water. You also, if you don't know anything about meat alternatives, you get to learn more about those and incorporate a healthier alternative to dairy, meat, and sugar, which are the
this is
three.
not about that. We're gonna make a video about that. Don't even worry
I
about that.
just want to give some more
But
information
she's
on
amped
it.
up about it.
I get excited about every
She's
year.
an instructor, so she's like trying to tell you like this is what we're gonna do.
But yeah, we'll be back next week to talk more about
so like it's just like
the challenge.
Yeah, like we
There's
are ready to share. We want to share, but at the same time, like it's at the right time. This is Transition Tuesday, and this baby is crawling up the side of me right now.
And we're at our time limit. Oh, she wants some more of the chickpea salad.
Oh,
That's
absolutely,
good. Yes.
Yeah, we made that for a couple catering events. That's awesome.
And our patties. Okay, yes. Well, you can always inbox us and let us know when you'd like it, and we'll make it happen for you.
Yes.
You don't have to wait for when we put it up. You can just contact us. But yes, peace. We're out. We're gonna eat our tacos. Happy Taco Tuesday. Happy Transition Tuesday.
Everybody over here. We will see you soon. We will be back for. Watch. We're gonna show you some food in 1 minute.
Yes. Bye.